Yes, hello and welcome to Hannibals Kitchen, to a new episode. I met two people on the internet and then came that moment when I met them for real and they showed me how to do Schwäbische Käsespätzle, which is a traditional German food. It's like a pasta with cheese, which melts together with a little bit of broth, which you eat very much times at the Christmas market and in the winter season. So I want to give that recipe a chance today because these people I met on the internet, they showed me how to make the dough and how to prepare it, and I didn't have the tools here. We did it with a cheese knife and with a stone plate, and then they sent me the original set to perform this dish on my birthday, and I promised to do a video to explain the world how to do Schwäbische Käsespätzle. So here are the ingredients. Alex and Vanny, this is for you. I start off with the onion, which actually doesn't belong in the recipe, but I think it's so good fitting to put onions and a little bit of pork belly in there. So I sliced my onions into fine rings and browned them in a pan with a little bit of oil, and the same I did with my pork belly till it's crispy and brown. And then we take it off the fat and keep the fat in the pan because we need to fry our noodles later, and we want the taste of the onions and the belly in there. While we prepare the dough, we can already bring water to simmer in a large pot. For the dough, we give flour and eggs in a bowl, and we add the water and the salt, and then we form a dough with our fork. And when your dough looks like this, you did good. So the water is not cooking, so I used the time to cut my cheese. I used a little bit more soft cheese that time, so I couldn't make it in the usual way small. I don't know the word now. Then you salt the water when it's simmering. It should not be bubbly cooking. You put some dough on this wooden piece, and then you take the metal piece and put some of the simmering water on top of your dough, and then it's very easy to make very, very slim lines of this pasta dough, of this noodle dough, and you're gonna scrape off these slim lines. Once you got into the feeling, it's very easy actually, and yes, when they start swimming on the top, they are done. So it's and it's actually fun when you start it. It's fun. You will enjoy that. I think not only feeding the soul, it's called feed the body, feed the soul, and I think not only the feeding process is good for the soul. I also think when you're in the kitchen and you got maybe some music on, or you maybe not, and you're cooking and you're doing these little things in the kitchen, it's very calming down, and it's very good to order some thoughts sometimes, and it's very good process cooking. I think it's psychological worthful. So you've seen how we spooned off the spaetzle. Now we put them in the pan where I had this leftover fat from frying the onions and the pork belly. And then we now have our noodles and the cheese here, and we add some of the hot chicken or beef stock, whatever you like or prefer. If you don't like it meaty at all, you can also use a vegetable stock, then you also don't need the pork belly. You see, we stir that a little bit. The cheese and the broth should combine in about 60 to 90 seconds, and then you can take it off from the heat and combine the cheese with the onions and the pork belly and serve it, maybe decorate it with some cheese pieces and some herbs which you got in the kitchen. Bon appetit. This is a lovely, lovely dish. I used this time a cheese called Limburger, and the other one is classic raclette cheese. It's really such a difference when you make this noodles fresh. Mm. Mm. This taste is so incredible. Mm. And it's really so much difference. It tastes like at the Christmas market, but at the Christmas market they don't have bacon in there. Mm. This is so lovely. I hope you try this recipe. I hope you saw there's a competition going on. You can win Janice Poon's cooking book, Feeding Hannibal, if you recook one of my dishes out of my Hannibal playlist. There's a Hannibal recipe playlist of all my Hannibal recipes I cooked so far. And if you want to win and take part in the contest, please recook one of the dishes, take a picture, upload on Instagram, tag me, and be in the lottery to win. Yeah. I hope you try this food. It's really so delicious. You can garnish with a little bit of parsley or other herbs which you have around. I didn't want to eat more while I'm talking to you. I wanted to finish this video, but oh God. See you soon here on Hannibal's Kitchen. Subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment. So nice that you're here.